Okay, let's see about the prime candidate stuff. The testing. Now I actually don't remember because I was gone for a bit. But I had asked Paul about it already.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
I can ask her about it.
Do you know what a prime candidate is?
At Atlas. It's the best student.
And what does that mean?
It means they get a guaranteed job with a very good salary. Well, that's the idea anyway.
But?
Mostly they aren't up to it.
And what happens then?
They get sacked.
They get sacked.
That's all for the moment. Thank you. Couple more questions, if that's okay. Be back later on, if that's okay.
Yeah, I've asked those
Okay, that's
before.
it for now. Thank you. A few more questions, please. Thank you. What are prime candidates?
The best of the bunch. The peaches.
And so what does it mean to be a prime candidate?
Success. We have a special relationship with many major international companies. We provide them with our best students. And they get an instant job.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, it's a little kickback. It's just business, Inspector.
Given a well-paid job, Address receives kickback payment.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
I think James wouldn't know. Still gonna check.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yeah.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Must be something with Ryan.
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Aha. Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Well, some of them, yes.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
She was being tested because we wanted to see if she was good enough to become prime candidate, okay?
So Kate was in the running to be prime candidate.
Yes.
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference. If Simon decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand. We had nothing to do with it.
What? Wow.
Midnight, and still Still no suspect, unless you count everyone I've interviewed. It's no surprise that Ryan wants to avoid any suggestion of being responsible for Kate's death, but I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Yeah. And I would want to know what Simon says about all this. But
Ask about a few more things, please. Did you know Kate Vine was a prime candidate?
No.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
no, we're not going to get Lisa back. She had enough of this crap.
Couple more questions, if that's okay. Was Kate a prime candidate?
Well, as Ryan has probably already told you, yes, she was.
Did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, it's company policy. Leaders don't get involved.
And it covers your back, of course.
Well, nobody knows the students better than they do, Inspector. It's much better to let them just work it out among themselves.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
You don't use threshold testing, for instance?
No. If Simon Thompson went too far with Kate, that's his responsibility, not ours. He's the one you should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him myself.
Be back later on, if that's okay.
But there's someone telling them to do that stuff.
A few more questions, please. How do you think you'd have reacted if you'd found out that Kate had been chosen to be prime candidate?
Is that... was she?
I'm just asking how you think you'd react.
I don't know. I wouldn't react in any way, really. I'm not bothered. I don't think she was, though.
What makes you think that?
Well, it's just an impression I got. You know, she's a bit flaky, to be honest. She's just not really prime candidate material.
Yeah.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Funny, funny, funny.
Do you know whether Kate was in the running to be prime candidate or not?
I don't, but I do think she would have been chosen just because she was, you know, Kate.
You didn't discuss it with Kate?
No. No, she never talked about this.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
It fits the profile for sure. See if I meet anyone on the way there. Not that I want to. Especially not that strange guy. The mirror room is probably also not interesting anymore. Nope. She's gone? He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. That means something's going to happen when I go back. Oh, to go to the right person, the right place. But I had to knock. Okay. Don't particularly want to go this way. But where's Ryan? Oh, clicked the wrong thing. Go to the house.
Ask you a couple more things, please. Thank you. Probably be back later.
Ryan's in hiding.
Chief Ryan admitted that he asked Simon to test Kate to see if she was good enough to be prime candidate, but he's throwing it all back on Simon. Says it was up to Simon about how he went about testing her.
Very convenient. What does Paul say?
He pretty much backs Ryan up. He claims they don't do any threshold testing.
Well, that's a load of horse droppings. He knows you're onto him, Jenks, which means you're getting somewhere at last. It's only taken you till midnight, but well done nonetheless. Listen, call me back. I'm watching an old movie, but Christopher Lee's only just turned up, so I'll be here for another hour or so, yeah?
Okay, Chief. I'll call again.
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Well, but I'm onto something. Then I
A
have
few
to
more questions, if you don't mind.
talk with this one again.